Hello everyone! In this video we're going to go into the Wayback Machine and take a look at some wonderfully bizarre music videos from the 1980s. While a lot of people remember the 1980s for its great pop and rock music, there were some fantastically innovative and weird things happening in music videos as well. The decade's musical pioneers weren't afraid to push the boundaries of weird to create some memorably bizarre music videos. While we may have been puzzled at some of the avant-garde performance art we saw on screen, we were probably too busy jamming to the tunes to really care. The Talking Heads, Once in a Lifetime. The wonderfully artistic and bizarre David Byrne and the Talking Heads kick off our weird video list. This video debuted a year after MTV began broadcasting, and was a perfect mix for the new music video media and introduced the wonderful weirdness that is David Byrne on a mass scale. This video became one of MTV's most popular and rotated clips. Within the video, we see David dancing and twitching around like a demented marionette, jerking his arms and crouching into a ball, then swimming through a fake blue sea. At times, he's joined by a chorus of green screen David Byrnes in the background who mimic him. David is actually imitating the movements of a preacher or televangelist to associate the imagery in the video with the lyrical theme of the song. At the end of the video, David transforms back to a normal version of himself dressed in a white open-collared shirt and placed in a black room. It's weird, bizarre, artsy, and was even exhibited in New York's Museum of Modern Art. Mick Jagger and David Bowie, dancing in the street. This David Bowie-Mick Jagger video was hastily thrown together to accompany a cover version of a song originally performed by Martha and the Vandellas in 1964. The song and the music video were recorded for the Live Aid famine relief cause. But even though the song and its cause were great, it's the weird music video that most people remember. With some bad dance moves and strange clothes worn by the two rock icons, they spend the 3 minutes running time of the video hopping around each other and moving from indoors to outdoors, and then repeating it all again. At the end, we get a slow-mo shot of their backsides. When the animated TV series Family Guy takes a shot at a music video from over 3 decades ago, you have to know that it must have been significant and noteworthy in its terribleness. Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart. This music video included a Hogwarts-type manor, a swim team, dancing ninjas, glowing-eyed choir boys, and some goth girl throwing doves. This video threw in all the kitchen sinks of weird to create a bizarre masterpiece. The song was intended to be about vampires, but then got turned into this somewhere along the way. It was filmed in an abandoned Victorian-era hospital in the UK near London, and lends a spooky gothic vibe to the video's imagery. Literal lyrical interpretation was masterfully applied at the video's ending. Genesis, Land of Confusion. The Land of Confusion music video was noteworthy in its appearance on this list because of its unsettling visual style that veers into the realm of terrifying. The song by Genesis is a memorable hit, and the video won numerous awards, but boy oh boy is it weird. It uses puppets of the band and other celebrity and political figures of the day, including Ronald and Nancy Reagan. The caricature puppets were created by the team from the British television show Spitting Image, who also helped to produce the entire video. Like most pop culture relics from the past, this one was edgy and relevant during the time period that it was produced, but now its storyline and references might be lost on anyone under 30. Men Without Hats, Safety Dance. With an infectious, upbeat song as its foundation, this video brings us to a medieval world with a dancing maiden and squire, along with an excitable jester who is just so happy to be part of it all. Weird, yes. Quirky, sure. But doesn't it just make you happy for the 3 minutes that it demands your attention? There's running through the tall grass, a fair maiden, a super hyped dog, and then a whole Renaissance fair breaking out all at once to amp up the fun. The song is a pop culture retro favorite and still gets used in movies, TV shows, and video games to this day. Van Halen, Oh Pretty Woman. This music video from Van Halen, released in 1982, portrays the 4 band members as different characters that come together after receiving call-to-action phone calls from a Quasimodo-type character to rescue a damsel in distress who's been captured by 2 men of short stature. It's all very weird with low-budget production values and seems to be reminiscent of the alter ego band member character style used in Led Zeppelin's The Song Remains the Same concert film. The video concept takes an over-the-top humor approach and ends it all with a twist at its conclusion. Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer. In this video, many strange things happen to Peter Gabriel's head during this recognizable, trippy, and highly innovative video that seemed to take over the world in 1986. The video was produced using claymation, pixelation, and stop-motion animation techniques. Those techniques required that Peter Gabriel lie under a sheet of glass for 16 hours while the animation artists filmed the stop-motion animation a single frame at a time while manipulating the claymation elements that appear on the screen for the first two-thirds of the video. While Sledgehammer was very weird with dancing headless plucked chickens and claymation bumper cars bumping into Peter's head, it was definitely a major technical feat for the time. It won a boatload of awards, including 9 MTV Music Awards in 1987, and was their most played video of all time. Herbie Hancock, Rockit. This music video accompanied an instrumental song, which meant there was no constraints to associate lyric themes to the video imagery. Using their creative freedom, the award-winning video's direction concept took a left turn straight into Weirdsville. The video portrays a scene of bizarre robot animatronic life within a London row house with Herbie Hancock appearing on the television clapping along and playing keyboards to the music. There's even a robotic goose who yells at the robot family through a broken window for some reason. There doesn't seem to be any explanation with what's going on in the video or why. But then again, it was the 80s and weird was definitely in vogue and a way to get noticed. The Weather Girls. It's Raining Men. This music video was for the one-hit wonder song from The Weather Girls. The concept of the video was very straightforward. The Weather Girls are literally portraying weather reporters who forecast an oncoming storm of men, and then depicting the storm of the men actually arriving. The men who are portraying the rain are also carrying umbrellas, as rain often does. The video was filmed in an abandoned warehouse in New York City in the dead of winter and uses old mattresses as cushions for scenes where falling occurs. The Weather Girls later found out that the mattresses were infested with bugs, and that caused them to scratch for days afterwards. With its high school musical set designs, green screen editing, and then a pair of legs descending on this poor woman here, this video was campy, over the top, low budget, and definitely weird. Art of Noise. Close to the edit. This one has to be one of the strangest, as it seems to fall into the avant-garde experimental type music video style. The song has no lyrics, so the director probably felt freedom to interpret the music using this abstract theme. It depicts 4 people gathered in an abandoned railway tunnel to go to work on demolishing some musical instruments. Perhaps it's a commentary on the band's mission to displace conventional music with their electronic sounds and sampling, while being led by the vanguard of youth as depicted by our mini punk rock girl here. The video won MTV Music Awards for Most Experimental Video and Best Editing in 1985. These videos were quirky, were usually low budget, and were subjectively weird. However, they were also memorable and usually were in support of some incredibly good 1980s music that went along with them. These videos accomplished their mission in that they grabbed your attention, got people talking about them, and became quite popular as here we are almost 40 years later, still fondly remembering them. And that does it for our list of 10 weird music videos from the 1980s. Did we miss any significantly weird videos that you remember? Which one of these do you think was the weirdest? Make sure to share your thoughts in the comments section, and please be sure to like and share the video, and subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of new content to be released soon, and we want to make sure that you don't miss it.